Hello guys, welcome back to Life with Polly. It's currently June 21st and it is a Saturday, and I'm popping out another movie recommendation for you guys out there. I'm going to start popping out more videos because I need to. I need to pop out more videos so I can get my YouTube really going, and maybe some more views and some likes and some more comments and things like that. So if you like movie recommendations, I will still be doing life updates and things like that here on my channel, giving you updates about Annabelle. She is over here right now laying down relaxing next to me, but I wanted to do a movie recommendation today. Now, as you can see in the beginning of the video, I do have a trigger warning for you in the beginning of the video because this movie might not be for everybody. It does include torture and murder of a 16-year-old Sylvia Likens. Now, if you have not seen this movie before, you might want to watch it. But like I said, if you are triggered easily by torture and basically murder, then I would not watch this movie. This is a true story. In the beginning of the video, I put the trigger warning, and then I put some pictures of a bed that was basically, they took pictures of the real bed that she was in, and they kept her in the basement. They kept her tied up in the basement, and they also had her upstairs also. But mainly she was in the basement, especially in this movie. If you want to watch it, you can go watch it. If you don't, that is fine. Then don't. Okay? I don't want anybody to trigger themselves or to get upset. I mean, the movie is going to be upsetting to anyone that watches this movie. It's unreal on what they do to this girl. Now, this happened in 1965. I also got pictures of Sylvia herself with the woman that did this to her, named Gertrude. That's the one that did this to her. And basically, I put pictures of her in the beginning of the video if you've seen that. I don't want to tell you the whole story, but I'm going to tell you a little bit. I want you to go over to Grim Life Collective. If you don't know who they are, it's an awesome YouTube channel. It's called Grim Life Collective, and they just did a video on this. And I was like, wait a minute. This sounds like a movie. I know I watched this movie before, because they didn't mention it in their video. And I did leave them a comment that I was surprised that they didn't mention there was a movie about this, but there was a movie about this. Grim Life Collective, they do tours of haunted houses. They go to different countries. They do videos like they just dropped of the Sylvia Likens case. They show you where the house was that the 16-year-old died in, and they also show you her grave right now. They go to her grave site. They do a lot of this stuff. They go to haunted houses. They go to grave sites. They tell true stories. They tell stories about rock stars, about musicians, all kinds of great videos. I just love their channel. So down in the description down below, the first link that I'm going to put is Grim Life Collective. I would like you to go watch their video first on their channel called Grim Life Collective. They'll tell you a little bit more about the story, and you will get to see where this girl lived in Indiana. The house is no longer there no more, but they basically show you the land that it was on, and they show you her grave at the present time. Now, like I said, this happened in 1965. What happened was the parents, basically the father was working for the carnival in 1965, and the parents were living out of an RV, and I guess they didn't think that was a great situation for kids to be in, so they left their daughter Sylvia and their daughter Jenny, Sylvia's sister, with this girl, this woman named Gertrude. And Gertrude actually tortured this girl. In the movie, she does torture kind of her sister also, but not as bad as Sylvia Likens. And basically, she is starved to death. She gets things done to her from boys around the community, from her neighbors. There are kids in this movie that also torture this girl and do things to her that are unthinkable. But like I said, there's kids in the movie, but this movie is not for kids. I would not let a kid watch this movie. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. I watched it and it was hard for me to watch and hard for me to stomach on what this girl went through and what this woman did to this girl. It's a very horrible, horrible true crime story. And, I do like movies like this, but to think that it really happened to someone. Watching a horror movie, it's fake, like Jason, Freddy Krueger, all that. It's fake, but then you come into a movie like this, and the movie is called An American Crime. They have two movies. They're both the same movies. I don't know whether they renamed them the same year or what they did, but there's two movies. One of them is called An American Crime, and the other one is The Girl Next Door 2007. I will put the link down in the description down below to An American Crime here on YouTube. You can watch it for totally free. I will put the other link to The Girl Next Door. That will be on tubitv.com. If you want to go watch it there instead of YouTube. But it's free here on YouTube and it's free on Tubi. They're the exact same movie, the exact same stars, the exact same thing happened in both movies. It's like a copy of another movie. So I will put them down in the description down below. But like I said, before you go to those movie links, please watch the Grim Life Collective video because I like the videos that they do and you might find these people very interesting. They go all over. They go to Europe and everything and they film on location in different places. Sometimes they do like during Halloween, during Halloween they will go to haunted houses and things like that and they will get special tours and show you around haunted houses. This movie, like I said, it was really hard for me to watch. I watch a lot of horror movies. I watch a lot of gory movies, but there are some horror movies and there are some gory movies that even sometimes I can't stomach. I can't remember the exact movie, and I'm trying to find the movie right now so I could do a movie recommendation to you to see what you think about the movie. But there was actually a couple movies that almost made me throw up. And, but other than that, I love horror movies. But there have been a couple gruesome horror movies that have almost made me throw up. But this movie here, I would suggest that you watch by yourself or with your husband or whatever the case may be. Do not let kids watch this movie because I don't think it's for kids, really. The things that happen in this movie are just off the wall. I mean, some true crime stories and some true crime movies, they show you different things and they tell you different things, and sometimes it's very disturbing. But this movie really goes in depth of what happened. Now, the Grim Life Collective, I'm going to put their link down in the description down below, their first link. That goes to the video that they just did. They were at Sylvia Lincoln's where she died, and the house ain't there no more, like I said, and they show you her grave. They do tell you some of the story, but they don't tell you all of it because there's only so much people could share here on YouTube because YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff. It goes through, some of it could go up against their guidelines. So I would suggest that you go watch the movie if you want to know the whole story. Or you can even search it on Google and look up Sylvia Likens. It's Likens. You can look it up on Google itself and look up the story if you want to do that. Maybe I'll try to find a link to the story and put it down below also from Google so you can go read it if you don't want to watch the movie. But if you watch the movie, please be prepared because there are some disturbing scenes in this movie. I don't want to make anybody out there upset or mad because I shared this movie out to them. Be very prepared for it. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was rated. I usually keep that in my mind so I could put it in the video. But if I was to rate this movie, I wouldn't rate it rated R. Okay? I don't think it's for children at all to watch. Not only, like I said, does this lady Gertrude abuse this 16-year-old or torture this 16-year-old, the people in the neighborhood also do. And I could see back then, like the parents, like I said, the father was working carnival. They were traveling in an RV. I guess they didn't feel that it was a right situation for their daughters to be in. So that's why they left her with this lady Gertrude. But Sylvia did escape at one point. She escaped the house. A little boy that did care about her actually helped her escape the house. And she got away and she went to her parents and she showed her parents what this woman Gertrude did to her. She had burn marks on her stomach from cigarettes, and she also had it branded into her stomach that she was actually a prostitute. She had it burnt into her stomach. She showed her parents this, and basically her parents said that she could not stay with them, that she had to go back to this lady Gertrude, and that is when she ended up being killed, basically dying from what she was going through at that time. And I'm sorry, I think if you're a parent, you should be keeping your child safe, and you should care for your child no matter what job you got. If I had a job and it prevented me from taking care of my child or doing the right thing for my child, I would give it up and find another job, period. Okay, I wouldn't have allowed my daughter to go back and endure the pain and the torture that the Sylvia Likens went through. Very disturbing movie, guys. Go give Grim Life Collective a watch down below first, and then go watch the movie. Like I said, it's right here on YouTube. Totally free to watch. Of course, if you don't have YouTube Premium, you're going to have commercials. I will also put the link to The Girl Next Door down below for Tubi TV, but TubiTV.com, you got commercials also. So, guys, I just wanted to bring that to you. If you do watch the movie or have already seen the movie, leave your comments down below what you thought about this movie, and I'll answer your comment. Let's talk about it. If you go watch the movie and you would like to come back here and leave a comment on what you thought about the movie, you're more than welcome to come back to my channel. I accept all and every comments, no matter if they're negative or positive. I really don't care. I'm an open person, and I will try to answer every comment that you leave on my videos. I'm not like other YouTubers. Also, guys, if you want to share your YouTube channel, you can do that in the comments section down below. Just type out the name of your YouTube channel. I will not delete the comments. I know there's a lot of people here on YouTube, even the bigger ones, if you leave your YouTube channel in their comment section, they delete it because they don't want to share your channel out. I don't care. You want to leave the name to your channel, just type it down below in the comments, and I will leave it there for everybody to see. Stay tuned for my next video. It might be a life update. It might be another movie recommendation. I don't know. You're just going to have to wait and see. Much love to all.